Hey, it's Makita. So in this video, one of the multiple perpetrator stalkers is talking about how their recruit, Mac Barnes Hopkins, decided that he was going to pursue clout and fame and money over being a decent human being. So this cult engages in surveillance abuses and then tries to sell it off as some narrative about transformative growth or like spirituality or just, I don't know. They're criminals who invert their criminality and who pretend as if it is some grand storyline about spirituality when it's just a network of criminals engaged in reporting on their own crime. So this one is talking about their King of Wands. His name is Mac Barnes Hopkins. He was recruited into this Illuminati Star Killer Club where they sacrifice people. So in order to get their clout and fame, they sacrifice you to an organized crime ring. And they engage in fraud, surveillance abuses, that's cloning, hacking, mirroring, using malware, phishing, smishing, things like Pegasus, things like abuse of Palantir, OpenAI, ChatGPT, abusing your image with AI, exploiting your image, mapping out your networks and targeting the people in your social networks or in and around you. So this is what these people do. They just engage in nonstop criminal activity, and then they get online and they report it as if it's a game, as if it's entertainment, and it's not. It's not a game, it's not entertainment. These people are reporting on their criminal activities. A lot of these people are vets, so they have access to military networks. The person that they recruited, Mac Barnes Hopkins, was a police officer. He originally worked at the Department of Defense in their cyber unit, so he definitely knows about these activities in the metaverse or where they engage with cyber command, control and command. They have access to things that we don't, obviously, in regards to the internet and in regards to identifying people or, you know, other resources. But this is the same thing that police officers also have access to. So he moved from being a member of the Cyber Command Unit at the Department of Defense, then became a police officer with the Annapolis Police Department, and that's where they started targeting me from, with one of his superiors there, I think, a female. Pretty sure it might have been some sort of an ethnic woman there at that department that joined him in targeting me. I received a phone call from her and I did not return it because I don't know who you are. I don't give a damn. I don't have a relationship with this man. We're not in communication. This one is basically talking about how this whole cult and community discovered that this man is a scammer with ill intent. Yeah, okay. So when I closed our chapter a long ass time ago, more than like 15 years ago, it was because of the conclusions you're coming to now. You assholes, after committing all your crimes against me and other people, are now circling around after you've been caught and all your tactics made visible. Now you're coming around to say, oops, yeah, the guy was actually criminal minded and imbalanced. Oops, I'm sorry for joining in all the criming. He was leading us the wrong way. I didn't know that attempting to kill people was a wrong thing. He was going too far with it. Yeah, murder is where I stop. Oh yeah, stalking people is just, yeah, joining a pedo network to stalk children is just, I'm drawing the line somewhere. Like, you're all ridiculous. You're all engaged in criminal activity and like the worst kind. This is human rights abuses and deprivation of rights. And then they monetize it. They get up online and they discuss it as if it's a storyline, as if it's entertainment. And they think that putting disclaimers that it's entertainment is going to save them. No, it's not, because your videos are the actual crime. Your content is a part of the actual crime. And you making money and attempting to monetize it online, especially because the platforms are a part of this crime, is proceeds of a crime. So it's all a crime, and it's all a RICO like. And this is pretty much precedent setting. So, when they charge you people and they charge surveillance abuse criminal organizations like this, it sets a precedent, which means that other cases or case law can be updated according to what the outcome of this one would be. Okay? And this is like all the platforms working together to target people. This is like when eBay sent the pig head to those people they thought left them a bad review, but on a much larger scale, because they have this narrative network with all their influencers who are receiving monetization or UBI, and they've created a system where they can launder their criminal activity as like story times, and they can target people, and it gets eaten or consumed into the narrative network and becomes the algorithm itself. So it's a much larger crime, and giving disclaimers of it being entertainment is not going to save you. This person is reporting on a real world person named Mac Barnes Hopkins, who was recruited into their criminal organization. Their criminal organization abuses surveillance in order to target people. Their targeting includes the destabilizations of persons, deprivation of rights, and human rights abuses. This is what these people are talking about when they talk about magic and spells. They're talking about corruption, terrorism, crime, abuse, and this is all something that real world people in their network do, engage in, participate in, orchestrate, and strategize about. Sometimes these people are sending messages about those crimes in real time. Okay? So it's not entertainment. This is a criminal organization operating out in the open, and they monetize their criminal activity by reporting it as story times or like these spiritually guided, intuitive lessons or something like that. None of this is intuitive. None of it is gifted. None of it is anything other than a script that's given to them, handed down to them in a Ponzi that revolves around surveillance abuses and crime. This woman is talking about their recruited King of Wands. You can find them on a deck of cards because they exploit the likeness of people that they recruit and the people that they target. Okay, you can find my image on a deck of cards. You can find them on Intuitive Kevin on his deck of cards, because he is a perpetrator like the rest of these people, and he exploits people's images without their consent. Okay, so their King of Wands is Mac Barnes Hopkins, and their game here is trying to destabilize people and kill them. And they turn it into entertainment. It's not entertainment. It's a crime. It's terrorism. Every single person that decides to participate in this type of crime, including the community managers at the platforms, deserve to be in prison.